Imagine you've been doing everything right. Waking up at 5:30 a.m. for workouts, counting every calorie, and pushing through joint pain because that's what it takes, right? But suddenly, you're gaining weight, exhausted all the time. Your sleep is terrible, and that stubborn belly fat just won't budge. What if I told you that the fitness routine you've been following is actually accelerating your aging and sabotaging your health? Today, I'm going to reveal the 5 worst fitness mistakes women make during menopause. Mistakes that could be silently destroying your body. But don't worry, the solutions are simpler than you think. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to train smarter, not harder, for a stronger, leaner, and more energized you. Are you ready to discover the secrets to thriving during menopause? Let's dive in. Mistake number 1, powering through like you're 30. Remember when you could crush an hour of high-intensity interval training and then go shopping and clean the house right after? Well, that version of your body is gone. Research shows that during menopause, the body becomes significantly more sensitive to stress. High-intensity exercises like burpees, sprints, and mountain climbers, which may have been effective in your 30s and 40s, can now spike cortisol, the primary stress hormone, to a level that works against you. Elevated cortisol is linked to increased abdominal fat storage, disrupted sleep, more frequent hot flashes, and accelerated muscle loss. According to recent studies, menopausal women benefit more from a balanced training schedule that includes proper recovery. Instead of pushing through daily intense workouts, it's now essential to allow at least 1 to 2 full rest or active recovery days between sessions to let cortisol levels stabilize and support muscle preservation. Recovery isn't just helpful anymore, it's non-negotiable. But wait, there's more. The next mistake might shock you, as it's something many of us have been doing religiously for years. Keep watching to find out how this common fitness practice could be shrinking your metabolism and sabotaging your weight loss efforts during menopause. Mistake number 2, overdoing cardio and ignoring muscle. Cardio has always been your go-to, right? That 45-minute treadmill session feels like a win. But here's what you need to know. Cardio alone in menopause is shrinking your metabolism. During menopause, women naturally lose 3 to 8% of their muscle mass each year. And muscle isn't just about looking toned, it's your body's metabolic engine. When you lose muscle, your body burns fewer calories, even when you're resting. In fact, for every pound of muscle lost, your metabolism can slow down by up to 50 calories a day. The issue with doing only cardio, women who skip strength training and focus solely on cardio end up losing twice as much muscle as those who lift weights. But don't worry, you can fix it with resistance training. Just 2 sessions a week of 20-minute strength training can not only boost your metabolism and preserve muscle mass, but also reduce fat, especially that stubborn belly fat. Mistake number 3, skipping recovery days. If you still believe that soreness equals progress, it's time to let go of that mindset, especially during menopause. Pushing through pain without rest isn't a badge of honor, it's a hormonal chaos. Estrogen, your body's natural anti-inflammatory hormone, declines significantly during menopause. As a result, your body becomes more prone to chronic inflammation, prolonged muscle soreness, and joint pain. Instead of triggering growth and recovery, intense daily workouts can actually increase systematic inflammation, elevate cortisol levels, and impair insulin sensitivity, all of which slow down fat loss and hinder muscle repair. Scientific evidence supports the idea that recovery is a psychological necessity during menopause. Without it, your body can become more resistant to the very results you're working for. Rest days help regulate hormones, reduce inflammation, and improve long-term progress. So no, rest isn't laziness, it's your body's need. Mistake number 4, fasted morning workouts. The 5 a.m. fasted cardio sounds disciplined, right? But after menopause, it's like a metabolic suicide. The answer lies in how the body's internal clock shifts during menopause. During menopause, cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, is naturally elevated in the morning. Pair that with exercising on an empty stomach, and you create what experts call a cortisol-glucose storm. This combination increases fat storage and raises insulin resistance, making it harder to lose weight and easier to gain it. In fact, research shows that menopausal women who engage in intense morning workouts can spike their blood glucose by up to 30% more compared to others. They also tend to experience more hunger, more fatigue, and ultimately more fat gain. So what's the smarter strategy instead? In the mornings, go for light walks, gentle yoga, and stretching or mobility work. And keep intense training for mid-afternoons when your hormones have balanced out. You'll regulate blood sugar better and lose belly fat faster. Give your body what it needs when it needs it. Mistake number 5, high-impact madness on fragile joints. I know you love your boot camp classes. The sweat, the energy, the box jumps. Let me stop you right there, because it feels empowering. Until it starts working against you. Menopause leads to up to a 30% drop in collagen within just 5 years. And collagen is what keeps your joints cushioned and resilient. Without enough of it, all that jumping and impact-heavy training puts massive stress on your knees, hips, and spine. As a result, there's persistent inflammation, joint breakdown, and recovery periods that can stretch to 96 hours or more. Instead of helping you feel stronger, these workouts can leave your body in a constant state of stress and repair. Research-backed fitness recommendations now suggest swapping high-impact routines for controlled, strength-based movements that build muscle without overloading your joints. This isn't about giving up, it's about evolving. Now that you know what not to do, let's flip the script. Here's your execution checklist. Grab a pen and write this down. Limit high-intensity sessions to 2 to 3 times a week with at least 1 to 2 days recovery. Add 2 times a week resistance training, 20 minutes is enough. Hydrate more. Increase water intake by 30%. Fuel muscle. 30 grams of protein within 45 minutes post-workout. Reduce inflammation. Yoga, meditation, or mobility work. Avoid early fasted workouts. Shift intense sessions to mid-afternoon. Switch to low impact. Protect your joints. Preserve your progress. Okay, so now we've talked about workouts, hormones, inflammation, and recovery. But there's one thing more. Breath work. Yes, how you breathe might just be what you need to complete your menopause wellness routine. Why breathwork matters? During menopause, your nervous system is in a constant tug-of-war. Hormonal fluctuations increase your baseline stress levels, meaning your body spends more time in fight or flight mode, and less in healing, fat burning, and muscle repairing, rest and digest mode. Research shows that even 10 minutes of a controlled breathing per day can lower cortisol levels, improve heart rate variability, reduce hot flashes and night sweats, and promote better sleep and emotional regulation. Denise, who was 52, was doing everything right, lifting weights, hydrating, getting protein, but still felt on edge, bloated, and anxious most of the time. Her trainer suggested trying box breathing, a method where you inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, and exhale for 4, and hold again for 4. She was skeptical, but within 2 weeks, she started sleeping deeper, her afternoon cravings lessened, and her belly bloat started easing up, all from breathing. So if you want to get the same results, try this 5-minute menopause breath routine. Every evening before bed or after a workout, sit comfortably, feet flat and spine straight. Close your eyes and inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 4 seconds. Hold again for 4 seconds. Repeat for 5 minutes. You can also pair this with lavender essential oil, gentle music, or even the legs up on the wall yoga pose to enhance recovery. You don't need to suffer through menopause. You need to adapt to it with strategy, not struggle. If this video gave you clarity, hit that like button. And in the comments, tell me which of these 5 mistakes have you been making? But don't stop here. If you want to learn more about thriving during menopause, click on the video on your screen right now to discover the secrets to radiant skin during this transformative phase of your life. Your journey to a healthier, happier you doesn't end here. It's just beginning.